Here this morning to talk to you a little bit about winter mulching. So what I have in front of me is a bed that will be bulbs by the end of today. And this is a bed that should be mulched in my area for winter protection to reduce heaving, pushing those bulbs up out of the ground, and protect whatever roots are established before then. I've got a couple of patches behind me that could also benefit from some winter mulching. On the other side there, I've got a rhubarb patch. So the big question is here, when do you want to winter mulch? Well, we're mid-November here in the Northeast in the United States, and surprisingly, I'm not even ready to winter mulch yet. We have had some cold temperatures and some freezing nights, some in the low 20s, but we are not ready to winter mulch yet. And the reason being that if you look at this dirt here that's been recently tilled, it's obviously still very loose and not at all even thinking about being frozen. So with winter mulch, the idea is not to keep your things warm in the ground, it's actually to keep them cold, because things that are hardy for your area, they actually do better and survive better if they have consistently cold temperatures to keep them dormant, to not kind of mess with their head and have them thinking, oh, it's spring, let's grow, only to be hit with cold and freezing temperatures again. So what we're trying to create is a steady, consistent environment throughout the winter. And the way to do that is to wait until that cold is actually in the ground, and then we're going to lock it in. So I'm not entirely sure this year when I'm going to be able to get to this. You know, normally by the end of November, early December, I would have winter mulch down. We would be pretty frozen, but we're not there yet. So time will tell. This has been a little bit of a funny year. We're back to 55 degrees today, where we had on Monday, we didn't get out of the 30s. So we're probably inching towards there, but it has been a little bit on the warmer side this year. So that's something that, you know, you kind of have to gauge and go according to the year. But the one key is to actually get through some freezing temperatures with some frozen ground before you lay that winter mulch, because you do want that cold to get in. You do want this soil to freeze, and then you want to insulate to keep that consistent and keep that cold there, so that when we do get these upper fluctuations, it doesn't get back down into the ground and warm things up and confuse your plants and bulbs. So that's the word on winter mulch. Wait for a freeze, get it down then, do the best you can to determine when you think you have consistently frozen ground to keep it there.